Hello friends, family members, and my online community and online friends. I'm making this video to reiterate I am doing a new project where I am dissecting, reading, taking a look at, contemplating over the Bible for the first time at my age. I'm not selling anything. I'm not a born again anything. I'm not trying to convert, none of that. I just am approaching it like a book, like something I haven't read before. And yeah, just see what happens. I mean, I'm going through the journey myself with y'all. So who knows? Maybe I might get enlightened. Maybe I might get tuned into it. I don't know. It's just an experiment, and I'm having fun with it. No pressure. But please don't stop watching all my other stuff as well. I'm not going to change in any way. I'm still going to do all my other series and fun stuff, my podcast, my music. Still going to do everything I normally do. This is just a new project and see where it goes, okay? I'm allowed to do that. So why this new project? Well, I found a church that I like going to. The pastor was, very light in energy, spoke well. It was really nice. I hadn't experienced that before, and I've tried many places of worship throughout my entire life. And this seems to be one that really speaks to me. Don't know if it's timing. I have no idea. Anyway, that's irrelevant. What happened next is I went to a thrift store and I bought a Bible, a leather bound, a really nice one for like $1.50. They have plenty of them if you're interested. I started doing a little research and I just actually sat down like I normally would any book or magazine and just started to read it. And immediately there's this intersection of philosophy in the scripture and just a lot of wisdom that I could relate to. But I had so many questions and I was having mixed feelings and emotions, good and frustration, because I didn't really understand what I was reading. And I'm barely beginning, by the way. I'm still like on chapter 1, right? Um, but I like that feeling. I like things that invigorate me, that make me feel interested, that make me come back for more. And that's exactly what's happening. So it's just something I want to do. And I thought, I can't be the only one that approaches the Bible in this way. There's got to be other people that feel just the same way I do. And so, I'm online a lot and I have time on my hands. So I'm going to share my experience and just see where it goes. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't have an extensive background with religion. My mom was very good about interjecting it into our lives. Uh, by us, I mean the children she had. She was a single mom of 3 boys. And so she would pray with us at night and mostly to guardian angels. She had a little saying, Angelito de mi guardia, which means like guardian angel prayer, at night. And, she would just have us recite it. And it was a really nice way to connect with my mom. She worked a lot. So it was more of a nice gesture, I think. I never really saw it as like a religion. I do remember growing up as I got older, and I asked her, questions about God, just like any other, teenager or whatnot. And she never really had a good answer. She felt really let down by religion and God. And she says when she was really young, she had a really, really traumatic childhood, lots of pain, lots of trauma. And I think she feels let down because she probably most likely prayed for good things to happen or bad things to go away. And when they didn't, she kind of developed a little bit of resentment there, which we all know is not healthy, but that's her story. So she has children and she tries to interject Catholicism in the best way she can because she's not very connected to it herself, but wanted us to be a little bit more connected than she was. And so she made sure we went to catechism, we were baptized, got our first communion, went to Saturday communion classes, which I was never fond of, by the way. Anyway, that's the relationship. That's how religion was introduced to me, very one foot in, one foot out. And so all these years later, when I started a family, I was kind of doing the same thing inadvertently without even knowing. I was just kind of like sporadically introducing it to my family and my kids. But it didn't feel right to me. I just never found a place of worship that clicked with me. So I started to experiment with other religions, just like most people do. And that got a little bit strange for me too. So I just put it to rest. I actually put my son in a private school for his high school years. I paid lots of money for it. I thought it was a safe option considering the background that we come from and the spaces we come from. It was Catholic. And, come to find out years later, he's out of high school now. He has a lot of knowledge base on religion, a lot more than I do. And so just naturally, if you look at generation through generation, I guess as far as in our family, each generation behind got a little bit more exposed to religion and has more knowledge base. And I thought it to be very interesting. So now my son's grown up, he's, doing his own thing. And so I'm in a point in my life where I'm very curious. And so I'm giving it another go, just to try to sharpen my spirituality and get closer to my faith, whatever that means. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out as well. But yeah, so it's just that's really what this whole thing is about. It's just an experiment, y'all. So please don't think I'm trying to convert, trying to change anyone, trying to get anybody to understand my point of view, or no, not at all. I'm just trying to learn, on my own, because I feel like there are way too many external factors, too many agendas, too many religious things that don't appeal to me. As a matter of fact, they detract me from wanting to learn more about it. So I'm scratching all of that and I'm just doing it on my own, just figuring it out on my own. There are plenty of tools out there, plenty of resources. And, just like a little journalist, I'm going to, an investigative journalist, I'm going to ask friends and family, just get their opinion. But after I've done my own research and read the Bible on my own, and then come to a conclusion that I want to come to, because nobody can tell me how close my relationship is with my faith except me and the man upstairs. So that's it. What am I hoping to get out of this? Well, I feel like every time I've attempted to go to a congregation or meet with other people who are speaking about religion, they open up, the Bible, and they start reading a passage, or like a passage means everything to them. Some people get it tattooed on them. It's on a tumbler. It's, on a necklace. They have their proverbs and passages everywhere. And I think that's great. That's fantastic if it's a reminder, whatever it means to them, right? But for me, something doesn't stick into my long-term memory if I don't understand the full, complete context of the passage. So if I open a book and I just read a passage, and it's a wonderful passage, I don't know what it relates to in context to the entire story. So I just learn differently. So for me, there's no other way than brass tacks from the beginning, like a historical book, like something with chronological sequence and order. And that's what I'm doing, because I want to be informed. I want to do my research, and, I want to do it on my own. And I invite you to come with me on this exploration, because it'd be really nice to get people's feedback and understanding and all the questions and all the misinformation that's out there. Because honestly, like, that's how you come to your truth, is by getting all the good, the bad, the ugly, the positive, the truth, the authenticity, all of it. You mix it all up in a jar, and you get what works for you. You meet somewhere in the middle, right? It's like deductive reasoning, I guess. Did I ask God for permission? This one's interesting. I was talking to my friend the other day and telling him, I'm interested in probably putting it out there and seeing if people want to, just kind of go on this little experiment or journey with me. And he says, did you ask God for permission? And that's a difficult one, because the short answer is yes, I did. I pray on it, and I always have this dialogue in my head with God. We're like best friends. I talk to myself a lot, by the way, but this time I'm talking, to him out loud, and I'm just like, I always get the answer I want through my intuition, not just like, hey, I'm going to throw a question out there and I need to see a sign. All the sign I need is, I do this thing where, like, I clear my mind, almost like a meditative state, and then I just stop and I think of the question at hand, and however it is I feel inside at that moment, when I'm like a blank slate, the feeling that comes to me, if it's a positive one, then that's the answer I'm going with. That's, most likely a yes. If it doesn't feel well, if it doesn't sit well, if it's not settled properly, then it's a no. That's how I approach, my intuition and my connection with God whenever I'm praying or asking for clarification on things. So in this situation, yes, I got the answer I wanted, and I'm sticking with it. What is my promise to you? I will continue to be me. I will continue to do all the things I do, and I will not ever impose my beliefs on you or anyone else. All I'm doing is having fun. Come and join this crazy ride with me, and let's just see what comes of it. Who knows? We might get enlightened, or we might get all the truthful answers we've been seeking. Who knows? Or it could just be a fun read. Let's do it.